Hey guys, so this week I've been playing Batman Arkham Origins, which is a prequel to the last two games, Batman Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, which I've actually been really excited for because I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a kind of a casual Batman fan.
You're incredibly handsome.
I'm not the one wearing hockey pads.
Where are the drugs going?
But you know, like, not an obsessed Batman fan or anything. So anyways, the game came out and I played it, so here's my opinion. Batman Arkham Origins takes place years before the previous two Batman games, when Batman's just a young guy. He's only been fighting crime for like 2 years, and he's a little cocky about it. And then one stormy Christmas Eve, Black Mask came to say, "Kill that mother effing bat, and I will give you a payday." So now a bunch of assassins are all descending on Gotham City to try and kill Batman and earn $1 billion or whatever. The idea of a story about Batman when he's young and cocky and hasn't really had a chance to fight metahumans and just like random thugs appeals to me. Unfortunately, without giving too much away, it's not about that. The whole assassination plot really falls away really quickly, and it just becomes another game about him fighting the Joker, only this time it's when him and the Joker meet for the first time. And I get that the Joker is Batman's arch nemesis, but I really would have liked to see them explore some of the other lesser-known villains in this game. And it's also kind of weird to me that Batman had no idea who any of these villains were, and then on the exact same night he meets Joker, Bane, Riddler, Mad Hatter, and a plethora of other supervillains. The story kind of plugs along and it's somewhat predictable, but there are some really cool moments between Alfred and Batman.
You're a young man with a trust fund and too much anger.
Why am I talking about story so much? This is video games, no one cares. Gameplay-wise, it's Arkham City all over again. It takes place in the same map as Arkham City with expanded bits in slightly new areas, but mostly a lot of the same places. And even though it's not a prison at this point, it's still filled with a bunch of thugs and no civilians at all. The combat is exactly like you would expect if you played these games before. It's taking on a bunch of thugs and trying to survive and countering and breaking limbs and not killing anyone because you're Batman and you don't do that. And you still have your detective vision, but it's been expanded in this sort of crime scene investigation mode. Scanning a crime scene seems like it would be a great idea, except you only are allowed to scan one thing at a time, and it's the thing it wants you to scan, so it feels like, well, couldn't you just do this in a friggin' cutscene? Why do I have to do the busy work? This being a brand new Batman game, Batman's got some brand new gadgets. You've got a concussion grenade, you've got a glue grenade, you've got this EMP jammer to jam weapons. Besides all the punching and dodging and breaking arms and knocking guys unconscious, there's also the stalking mode where you have to, like, you're in a room and you have to take out the guys one by one and not get killed. One of the interesting change-ups about this is that not all the moments take place in those, like, small rooms with tons of places to hide and clear objectives. Some of these sections take place in open areas that aren't designed for stealth gameplay, which sounds like it would be a bad thing, but it's actually kind of an interesting thing and it makes you think on your feet. And this being a Batman game with a lot of villains, there are a lot of boss battles that all work really well and are kind of different, you know. Copperhead's fight's not like Deathstroke's fight, and Bane's fight is certainly not like Firefly's fight. And new to the Batman Arkham franchise is multiplayer, which I was worried they were just going to kind of shoehorn in there, which it's not exactly the case. The multiplayer mode is 2 teams of 3 people of either Bane's gang or the Joker's gang trying to complete objectives. You have to capture points and then defend them and then kill the other guys, and then occasionally you'll unlock the ability to play as Bane or the Joker. And while that's all going on, 2 players are playing as Batman and Robin and are trying to, like, take out people, incapacitate them, and sort of get them to lose the match together. As a gameplay mode, it's nothing amazing, but it's kind of interesting to play once or twice. But it is kind of annoying that you need to have all 8 slots filled in order to launch a game. At the end of the day, I would say that I'm kind of about this game. I mean, it's a pretty decent enough Batman game, but it feels like a rehash of the last game. So it just like, it feels like they were just kind of aiming for the middle. They're like, nah, we'll take the last game and add a handful of things and just say that it's a new game and that'll be it. Which is like, yeah, I guess that's fine. You know, it's decent enough. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. So just go about that. I would say probably just rent it would be my opinion, but I don't know, if you're a Batman freak, maybe you'll absolutely love this, but I just kind of felt that it was just too safe. It didn't try anything all that new.